here with Pi with another simple science experiment that you can do at home, all about the physics of light. So, Pi, have you ever wondered why the sky is blue? Nah, she says, yes, but I also wish it was rainbow instead. Me too, Pi, me too. So, today we are going to learn how to do a very simple science demonstration to help us explain why the sky is blue. Because unfortunately, it is blue, not rainbow, right, Pi? Yes. Okay, so for this experiment, all you need are 2 transparent containers filled with water. Ideally, you want them to be identical to make this a fair test, but they do not have to be. You will also need just a little bit of milk and a flashlight that emits white light, just like the light from the sun, which we now know is made up of all the different colors of light combined. So, in this demonstration, the water in your transparent containers is going to represent all of the gas in the Earth's atmosphere. We know there are lots of important gases like carbon dioxide and oxygen and nitrogen all in the Earth's atmosphere, but there's not just gas in the Earth's atmosphere, there's also teeny tiny little particles of dust, which are the color white, and that's why we will be using our milk that's going to represent the teeny tiny white particles of dust in the Earth's atmosphere. So, all you need to do for this demonstration is make one transparent container your control by not adding any dust particles, and make the second transparent container your variable by adding a little bit of milk representing the dust particles in the Earth's atmosphere. Let's see what happens when we shine white light through each of them. So I'm going to add just a little bit. I'm going to be very, very careful not to add too much or it won't work. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to place that to the side. I'm going to stir for time efficiency. There we go. So now this is what our actual atmosphere is like, and this would hypothetically represent an atmosphere with no dust particles. So let's see what happens when we take our white light and shine it through each of those containers. First, let's check out our control. What would happen if we had no dust particles in the atmosphere? It looks like the light is just going through because it's transparent, and we have learned that. Now let's see what happens when we shine it through the atmosphere with the dust particles. Do you see that? Do you see how it turned a blue color? So you have an atmosphere with no dust that's not blue, and an atmosphere with dust that is this really pretty sky blue color. So why is that happening? Do you know? Do you know? Pi doesn't know. That's because the blue light is bouncing off of all of those particles in the atmosphere and scattering across the sky. So that's why the sky is blue. The sky is blue because the blue light scatters in the atmosphere because of all those teeny tiny dust particles. So why is the blue light bouncing off and scattering the most and not any of the other colors? Well, for that, I will need a chart from Pi. Pi, can you please go get my chart? We already learned this week that all of the different colors of light vibrate at different frequencies. Red has the longest wavelength and vibrates at the lowest frequency, and then blue light has a much higher frequency than any of these other colors. Since it's vibrating at a higher frequency and moving faster, it's more likely to hit dust particles in the atmosphere, and it therefore scatters more, making the sky blue. Ooh, Pi just asked a great question. She said, but Miss Cat, then why isn't the sky violet? Because doesn't violet vibrate at an even higher frequency than blue? Wonderful observation, Pi. So, the sky is and isn't violet. I'll explain. Remember that violet is more close to blue than it is to purple. So that's one explanation of why the sky appears blue but not violet. Second, even though the sun is emitting white light that is made up of all of the different colors of the light in our visible spectrum, there's more blue light than indigo and violet light. So there's more light to scatter, which is why the sky appears more blue and not indigo or violet. Third, Humans are also evolved to more easily see the color blue than they are to see the colors indigo or violet, also helping us explain why the sky looks blue and not indigo or violet. So, I hope that this experiment was fascinating and that you have fun at home with all of these very simple materials and that you learn something and can explain to a grown-up around you or maybe a brother or a dog or a stuffed animal why the sky is blue. Bye.